Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be starting a brand new show. This is Cells at Work Code Black. Oh boy, I've been excited for this one. So welcome to the channel if you're new. I'm Stunt. I react to seasonal anime. I'm British, if you can already tell. And this is not new to me. I've seen the original Cells at Work. We are watching season 2, which came out just before this one. Because of the air order of this in Japan, being Cells at Work and Cells at Work Code Black, that's the order I decided to watch them. So I'm going to be watching season 2 of Cells at Work, the happier version, and then going into this, the darker version, afterwards. So it's going to be quite the contrast, going from super happy to kind of depressing, or at least what I'm expecting is to be depressing. But yeah, when we start a new show, even though this is not really new, I kind of want to do this anyway because it is technically a new property, even if it's a spin-off to something I've already watched before. What I like to do with new shows is pull up the analyst page, look at the synopsis, the tags, the VAs, the studio and everything behind it, etc. Just get a feel for the show and temper my expectations accordingly. This is what I used to do before I started doing reactions. It's what I'm going to continue to do since it feels the most genuine and natural to me to do. I know some people prefer a completely blind reaction, but realistically, all this information I learned in the first episode, or in doing this analyst page, is pretty much covered in the first episode, and then from there on, it's completely blind anyway. So, I think it works out well either way. So, let's get the page up here. A rookie red blood cell has been bustling about, frantically making oxygen deliveries all around the body, but his workplace is on the brink of going code black. Drinking, smoking, stress, sleep deprivation, struggling to survive a life not unlike the brutal corporate world, what must these overworked cells be thinking at the end of the day? This is a tale about the inside of your body. Yes, so we're going to be covering some darker subjects, and I believe this source material at least does cover things like STDs and such as well. So I'm wondering when in the series we're going to be getting to that. But I imagine it's going to be covering a lot of different conditions here. It's a 13 episode show as well, so we've got plenty of time to get used to this. And there is a note that the UK, US, anywhere that has Funimation basically, or has a company that broadcasts Funimation based shows in your local area, because like I think Whackin' Anime or something like that does it for like Australia or something. I'm sure there's one for Europe as well, other than the UK. But these episodes come out 2 days before the Japanese release. So if I was just doing normal Japanese releases, this is the day they normally come out. Just because they come out 2 days earlier doesn't mean I can react to them 2 days earlier, because it means they come out for my Friday slot, which is over. Like, there's no way I can fit them into the Friday slot. So I'm keeping them here on Sundays for the channel, just for the sake of it. So I know I'm going to be late to these technically, because it's been 2 days since they actually would have released anyway. But this is the best way I can do it to actually get to the shows and appreciate them, rather than be tired at the end of a long day and having to just slog through them just to get it done. So that's why I've chosen to keep them on this time slot. Also to help out those of you from Japan, because I know that I do have quite a lot of Japanese viewers, which I didn't really expect starting this, but it makes some degree of sense. So this means that you guys will also have access to the anime episode before we get into it as well, so that's nice. Yeah, 13 episodes, like I said. We have Junya Inoki is playing the main red blood cell, and he was Nasa from Tonakawa last season. I recognize that name. He's in a bunch of stuff this season as well. My boy Kenshiro Asuda is the narrator. Kenshiro Asuda, if you've not heard him anything, he's been in he was in Tower of God. He was in It Invaded. That was my first real exposure to him as a VA, like properly. And he has such a good voice for this type of thing. Being the narrator in a dark Cells at Work adaptation just fits so well. And I look forward to basically every role he ever has. Like, even the Hortensia saga, which has been a fairly bland start, just him voicing a character immediately helps, which is just incredible. I'm sure we'll get to know some of these VAs as well over the course of the episodes. This is by Leiden Films, who are doing a lot this season, it must be said. Just on my watch list alone, they're doing Hortensia Saga, Other Side Picnic, and Last Dungeon Boonies. They have done stuff in the past, like Hanabedo, Love Lies, and Akashic Records. I'm sure they've done many more things that you guys probably will recognize here, like After School Dice Club, Midnight Cult, Born School Juliet. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will recognize a bunch of this stuff. Initial D, Berserk, they were part of the 2016 one, although they probably want to forget that one. So yeah, they've done a lot, and I know this is going to look good. And it's based on Cells at Work, and I know the source of Cells at Work is going to be very, very good, and the attention to detail of making things medically accurate is going to be top notch. I just know that because of season 1 of Cells at Work, and just the source material in general is going to be up to that same standard, just now with a darker twist. But with that darker twist, this is my one query as to this show and where they're going to go with it. I wonder, since they're going to be consistent with the cells that we're working with, I assume the body doesn't die at any point. Unless it dies at the very end of the season, potentially. But I'm not expecting the body to die, just because would you use the same cast that way? Because I'm assuming that the entirety of Cells at Work Season 1 and now Season 2 is all happening to the same person. That's what I'm assuming. I mean, it might not be. They might be doing different people each time, but I think it's consistently the same body. And I think this one's also going to be the same body that's just really not taking care of themselves. So I don't think they'll die, but it's not going to be great. It's not going to be a happy ending, let's just put it that way. They don't just magically beat off the virus. They probably just contain it and just not have it spread any further, but they just admit that they're going to have to live with it for a bit. Although I imagine they have to fix some of it, otherwise they're just going to die. So I guess we'll see. But I'm very excited for this. I'm interested to see how the darker tone goes. Obviously we've got the gender swapped characters. We've now got a male red blood cell and female white blood cell. I assume we're going to have like macrophages and stuff as well. I guess the killer T cells. I can't wait to see all these characters. The platelets as well. It's going to be very interesting to see all these characters in a new light, which will be very interesting. So, let's get the episode up here. As per usual, here on the channel, at least for YouTube, we do time-based form reactions. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture versions, you need to go to my Patreon, which is down in the description. And for £4 a month, you get access to all the Patreon shows that I do, which is every show I watch this season and beyond, as well as some backdated ones that you can find on there as well, such as Higurashi and Jujutsu Kaisen, Moriarty the Patriot. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer format. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We are watching this one on Funimation, since that's who licensed it, and has licensed it 2 days earlier than the Japanese broadcaster, which is insane. Apparently Aniplex was key in hooking that up. Aniplex and Funimation logos to start the episode off, so about 12 seconds of logos before we get into the episode. I'll call them out as they go past. You can also use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into episode 1, titled Smoking Bacteria and the Beginning of the End. Oh, the smoking one. This is going to be very informative. Let's get into this, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex. And Funimation. Just that. Here we go. Oh, starting off with... yeah. Well, that's set a bit of a different tone immediately, hasn't it? Oh, yeah, starting off with the same cell. Was it pneumococcus or... yeah, pneumococcus, right? That was the name of that cell, I think. Mm-hmm. I love this already. What a start to set the tone. Nice. No OP straight away, okay. Maybe they'll save it. I don't know what that notice at the bottom is, but whatever. It looks like it might be a warning about what you might see in Black, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. Training reel? Looks like a training reel. I bet it looks nothing like this. This is like when the body was early, I bet. And it's quite lighthearted as well. Ah, yes, the hot white blood cells. Oh shit, killer T cells, hell yeah. I love his design. Macrophages still looking good. Platelets! I bet they don't all look like this now, though. Setting up for the shock of the main character, realizing the body is nothing like this anymore. I'm sure. I have no idea what cell that's meant to represent, but sure. Chief stomach cell. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good luck remembering however many million names that is. I don't know how many blood cells there are, but I'm gonna guess it's probably close to billions at that point. Oh boy. On the job training. All of it. Hmm. It's not gonna work out too well. Aha. Aha. The state of the corridors, which are the blood vessels and stuff, they're noticeably so much dirtier as well, getting clogged up. OJT, on the job training, I guess is what they're meant to represent. It's not that simple. Oh, hello. Oh, the seasoned veterans. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Now we get to see our world. Mm-hmm. Oof. Who's this? Oh, the platelets. Oh shit. Forget your cute platelets. Hmm. But not having the super cheerful cute platelets is really off-putting. Uh, yeah. I love you, Kenshiro. Hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm. God, I love this. Yeah. Gotta prioritize. Hmm. Master of just saving face. No, it was a lie. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. I love this. Oh, lovely. LDL? The bad cholesterol guys, okay. Ah, okay. Mm. Just shut up and do the job. That's all you can do. It's very true, though. Can you afford to take a break? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh boy. What was that? Monoxide. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Well, I got the red blood. Hmm. Oh boy. Okay. Ah, okay. God, this is so technical. I love it. Oh boy. Can't do anything here. Mm-hmm. They're useless now. Bacteria. Pneumococci, yep. Looks so menacing in this. I love it. Oh shit. Run. Mm-hmm. White blood cell to the rescue. God, I love this. Mm-hmm. Nice. Jesus Christ. Deliver the oxygen. Mm-hmm. Gotta keep working. Mm-hmm. We exist to do this. This is a reason for existence. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All we can do. Oof, they're not looking good. Tar build-up. Ugh. Nicotine, okay. Very good question. Hmm. Yep. Just keep working. Oh boy. I guess this is OP time now? Yeah, I think this is the OP. What weird casting characters I've already seen just in that alone. It's a lot more optimistic than I expected. Preview for next time. Liver, okay. Oh boy, drinking. The liver, alcohol, and pride. Okay. Okay. That makes sense that the thing they talked about in the little training video they had, and they were like, oh, I can't wait to go there. It makes sense that was the liver, actually. Okay, that was a nice touch. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was good. That was really, really good. As expected, Ken Trotsudo's voice fit the narrator perfectly. Now the white blood cell. Who is she? Because I feel like I should recognize her name from something. This is Yoko Hikasa. She was in It Invaded, interesting enough. She was in Miru Tights. She was Hina from Domestic Girlfriend. St. Louis from Azur Lane. Utaku from Hina Matsuri. Stephanie Dola. That one's a bit different. Saki from Monster Girls. Okay. She's Keijo. Okay. Freya from Danmachi. Okay. Also Mio from K-On! God, K-On! Being 10 years old is insane to me. Or over that for the original work. That was good. I enjoyed that a lot. It's a very, very interesting contrast between the happy and joyful experience of Cells at Work to go into this and just see how decrepit the body is after that. As soon as they did the training video and everything looks like happy-go-lucky, I was like, oh yeah, they're setting up for the bait and switch here. Looks good as well. Leiden Films have really captured it and kept it looking dark and dingy. I'm sure... I wonder if, now... This show is very, very accurate with certain design choices to represent things. I wonder if the white blood cells being supremely busty women is meant to represent anything. Maybe because they're overworking so much that the neutrophils are larger by comparison because they're having to work so much, and that's the reason why they're big-chested women. Or it's just because anime. But I'd like to think that the author purposefully chose to make them, at least so far, all the white blood cells we've seen, purposely really busty. I'd like to assume there is a thinking behind that, but who knows if that actually is the case or not. Most cells usually have design choices specifically for what they're designed for, so I guess we'll see. Where was the shot of everyone? Where was it? Where is that shot of everyone? There they are. Go back one more. OP's good. Not my favourite, but it's decent. Seems a bit too jovial, honestly, but I guess it works. So there's Killer T cell, there's fellow red blood cells, there's the stomach cell we just met. This cell I'm going to assume is the one that works in the liver that we're going to see next time. There's little platelets, there's macrophage. white blood cells. And then I assume these are the coordinators for the immune system. I forget what their name of their cells is. I assume we'll see like B cell and such moving forward as well eventually. But we've tackled smoking already. Or the start of smoking anyway. So it looks like the body's started smoking after quitting for 10 years, it would seem. It's not good. And next we're moving on to alcohol. So yeah, they're getting a bit... They're drinking too much, liver can't process it all. Starting to have adverse reactions. Okay. It's going to be interesting. That was enjoyable. That was very, very enjoyable. It's a very nice contrast seeing the normal and then the black. And as per usual, this show kind of knocks it out of the park with its medical terms and such and being faithfully accurate. At least I assume it's being faithfully accurate. I'm going to wait for people like Dr. Hope or Dr. Mike to go through the episodes, because I hope they really will, because seeing actual medical professionals go through episodes like this is just brilliant. There's just something about it. Just you feel smarter for having watched it, so hopefully they'll be doing it as well, because I enjoy anime. I'm not that medically inclined to know all this stuff. I can recognize the very basics of it, but when it comes to actual using the proper names and such of the cells and the conditions and the effects that those then have, it's like, I'm not that good at it. Maybe I'll get one in this episode, but I don't really think I will. Not in this episode, in this series, but that's pushing it probably. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did. It helps grow the channel, as do your comments on what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode as we continue this one on. Sticking with the Sunday slot, we're not moving it from here. This is just where it fits the best. As well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on the channel. And also don't forget Patreon for the picture-in-picture versions of these reactions that all shows will have and will be up a few hours before the YouTube release as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.